Hello guys, it's Thendis. Still can't think of a new introduction because my old one was apparently cheesy. But, lucky for me, I got ourselves here a game. This game was taken from the Strivewire Cup Pro League tournament inside wc3 Arena. Alright. That I had the honors to be able to observe and get these replays for you. So let's get down to the game. Spawning as the gray silver undead, we have FanShaper. His opponent, spawning as the yellow night elf, we have Sonik. Sonic old boy. Night Elf versus Undead mashup here on Last Refuge. And it looks like the Night Elf player is doing a little Ancient of War creeping. And the Undead player looks like he opened up a ghoul build, so we might see some sort of ghoul push later on. You never know. Just checking, make sure there's no high courting, no nothing. Wow, perfect. Alright, that's good. That's what I like to see. Looks like we're gonna have ourselves here a Warden as the first hero choice by the Night Elf. Not exactly the most common, but against Undead, I think it could work out pretty well. And the Night Elf is, Night Elf, the Undead is gonna go a little standard. Looks like we're gonna see the Death Knight as his hero choice. This game was took on wc3 Arena, and as you can see, my ping there is pretty bad. So, and I was live casting this, so just imagine that. 300 ping times 2. It was not a good day. I'm surprised I didn't disconnect at all. I'm surprised. Alright, Arch is coming out. Looks like the Ancient of War is gonna start tanking these shots from the creeps. And the Warden will be out very soon. So as long as nothing is killed by the Ancient of War, all experience should be given. As you can see there. I don't think I've casted too many Warden games. I'm actually quite excited. Alright, the Death Knight's out. Will he decide to creep or harass? Sold his TP. Got his seductive appearance. And he's leaving the ghouls, but, well... looks like he's gonna creep. I believe he's gonna creep. He did pull all of his ghouls. If he was going to harass, he would have just brought the Death Knight. Warden, very close to level 2. Second of Ancient of War being built here so he can creep out this Knoll Overseer camp. Oh, I guess the Undead's going to try to do a ghoul push. Let's see how this goes for him. Ancient of War ticking off the creeps at the wrong time. Undead coming in, ghouls and skeletal minions. Night Elf only has one archer. I would really hope he decides to produce. Ooh, Warden Warden is surrounded here. Is getting a Shadow Strike off. Coil onto the ghoul. Warden, level 2, she can blink out. Blink! Ah! Ah! I'm sorry. I have to pause. I'm getting high in courting. Ah! Ah! Ancient of War will be taken out. That is a very lucky Warden. Getting level 2 at just the perfect time. Might get surrounded again here. Whew, I need a break after that one. That one got me going.
Town is under siege.
Ghoul hacking away at this wisp. There's no shenanigans going in there. That wisp is not going to get anything done. Undead about halfway to tier 2. Night Elf still at tier 1. Night Elf did push off this ghoul push. It looks like the Undead's gonna go back to creeping. Needs to get that Death Knight up to level 2. Get that great Unholy Arwa. Night Elf trying to go for a creep jack here. Shadow Strike on the Death Knight. Being pesky. Won't be enough to kill him, but it is enough to be annoying. It looks like these archers are being chased down by the ghouls.
Player's forces are under attack.
Another Shadow Strike on the Death Knight, and the Warden has no more mana, so no more Shadow Strikes for her. This Death Knight is getting a little low in health. Warden's keeping up the chase. She does have boots of speed. Meanwhile, these archers are putting the ghouls on the chase. Death Knight is back on the plague. I was about to say creep. I've recently been watching some StarCraft, so, you know. Archer's doing a good job, but damaging these ghouls. Nice micro by Sonik, that's for sure. One archer does go down. Dust of appearance. Those shadow melders can't hide. Two ghouls go down for the price of one archer. I don't think that was very much worth it. Night Elf about halfway to tier 2. Undead is at tier 2. He has enough resources. I guess he's not macroing very well. Once again, this game was taken from the Strivewire Cup, so I did not pick the people in there. Nice Shadow Strike onto that ghoul. It looks like the Ancient of War walked all the way down here, so we might see an expansion attempt for the Night Elf. So the Warden is being called back to help creep this, giving the undead a chance to breathe. See what items dropped here. So far the food supply is 25 versus 24. And we have a Lich on the way as the second hero choice for the undead. Nothing surprising there. Night Elf very close to tier 2.
A player's forces are under attack.
Well, it looks like the action's being calmed down and everyone's starting to creep up here a little. Gloves of Haste. Death Knight gets level 2. Warden's at level 3. I missed that. Ring Regeneration means she can harass. And we got... Looks like we're going to see some Ancient Lore play. Meanwhile, we have a Slaughterhouse coming in. No Gargoyles. Gargoyles are pretty good at sniping off wisps. Night Elf getting a second hero? I don't see one. It looks like we might see the solo Warden strategy where you try to get her to level 6 as quickly as possible. Nova going down on the Warden. Nice block by the skeletal minion. She does have Blink though. And she's relentlessly trying to kill that Death Knight. Nerubian Tower is slowing her down though. It's an annoyance. She might take an expansion. Night Elf might take an expansion. Keep my eye on that. Pingity ping. Ah, thank you, Pinger. For once, the pinging is actually good. Level 2 Death Knight versus level 1 Lich versus level 3 Warden. Two Ancients Lore coming in and a tech to tier 3, so it looks like we'll be seeing some bears here. Meanwhile, Undead is halfway to tier 3. It's getting some obsidian statues. And the Night Elf is getting about as much as she can, well, he can, Sonic's a dude, off of this Ancient Lore. This is good, because you try to get every little resource out of it. You might want to do some. Ancient Lore goes down. I'm not sure if that was on purpose. Maybe he was macroing a little.
A player's forces are under attack.
Undead gonna try out this red spot, but it looks like we're gonna have ourselves a creep jack. Invisible Warden, too. Got ourselves an invisible... Ooh, nice dust, though. Does see the Warden. Shadow Strike on the Death Knight. He's starting to get very low. Invulnerability pot being used. Undead's gonna buy himself a Zeppelin. Gonna see some Zeppelin micro. While a unit's in the Zeppelin, he does not take damage from Shadow Strike. At least I don't think he does. I'm not sure. Don't take my word on that. Coil on the Warden. This is just not looking good for the undead here. Frost Nova on the Warden. Ghoul goes down. Lich is getting low on health. He's just going to have to snag off the items, see what he can get. Oh! Warden got the last hit there. But the Death Knight got the item. Oh! Night Elf forced to TP. Both heroes in the Zeppelin. Healing Ward's going down. Nice micro by the undead player. Very nice micro. Some abominations coming in. Whew. That was beautiful micro. Looks like we're starting to see adept bears. Not at tier 3 yet, so we won't see any. I hate people who ping, I really do. Whoever pinged for the expansion did well. Speaking of which, the undead's gonna try to push into this expansion. This expansion just got up as the gold mine's still being entangled. Shadow Strike on the Death Knight. Before we get an engagement, it's currently 28 supply for the undead versus 40 for the Night Elf, so the Night Elf is ahead here. And it looks like Night Elf will be able to push this away. It's a Warden. Congratulations. That was a fantastic ping right there.
Players' forces are under attack.
More abominations coming in. Oh my god. It's a Sentry Award. Yeah, calm down. Warden Clarity Pot up. Looks like she plans on doing some harassment. Meanwhile, multitasking here with some creeping. Sentry Ward going down to base so she could see what's going on. Lich got his Orb of Corruption. He just needs it. He does so much better with it than he does without.
Players' forces are under attack.
Warden just pop-shotting the Zeppelin. She does not like that Zeppelin. Meanwhile, more bears and dryads. 51 food versus 42. Although he does have abominations, so they're more tanky. Dryads tear through abominations. Belted giant strength. Not that great for a Warden. Could boost up her health if she decides to pick it up eventually. Have to keep my eye on that. It's just a pesky Warden. Level 5 on the Warden. Nice pick off. No longer. Guess we're not seeing the solo Warden strategy. Panda Brewmaster, second hero choice for the Night Elf. A little late, so he's more. So Undead Nuke will hurt him a lot more than it would like a level 3 Panda, but you know. Gold mines are starting to get a little low here. Night Elf does have an expansion, but the Undead doesn't, so I'll have to keep his eye on that. Warden, Shadow Meld here, just chilling, minding her own business, in a way. Meanwhile, Panda's off creeping, try to level him up as much as you can. Claws of Attack, +6 was dropped. Warden running to a face of Cleaver right there. From now on, that abomination's named Cleaver. How you doing, Cleaver? Gonna keep my eye on Cleaver, old boy. There's Cleaver. You're Cleaver. Yes, you can tell it's Cleaver. Cleaver's got the messed up eye. Oh, Death Knight picks up the belt. Ooh. That is actually a pretty good item for him. Alright, looks like we're going to see engagement. Level 2 Death Knight, level 2 Lich versus level 5 Warden, level 1 Panda. Food supply is currently 50 supply versus 60, so the Night Elf is ahead. You do not want the Death Knight tanking. Bears bearing it up, abolish magic. Panda gets level 2. Orb of scroll protection going down. Undead Nuke onto the Panda. Does get a rejuvenation though. Not Panda Bear. Staff for preservation being used. Drunken Haze. Breath of Fire. And this doesn't look like a good fight for the Undead. Zeppelin goes down. I heard that. And GG's being called by the Undead player. Undead did pretty well. A lot better than what I would have done. Especially against a player like Sonik. Undead had great Zeppelin micro at that one fight. Night Elf just had the better macro, I suppose. Have to see how that goes later on. If you like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to watch me play Warcraft 3. And I'm doing the next cast of Strivewire on the 16th of November. That's this weekend. So if you want to see more of that, you know what to do. Alright, toots.